So guys, the topic that I want to talk to you about today is the topic of preconceived notions. So I was reading the Jack Ma biography by Duncan Clark, which is an excellent book. And they had this piece about entrepreneurship in China and about how people that started entrepreneurship in China were farmers, were people from lower classes with lower income, and so many of these were actually criminals. So they had this expression. There was a derogatory expression called "getihu." I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it made me think that the culture about entrepreneurship is very different. And you have the US, you have Europe, which is dominated by fear mostly and by precaution. And then you have the US, which is dominated, by desire, by billion-dollar mentality. And then China, which presents a third, completely different point of view. And this made me think about preconceived notions, how many times we have preconceived notions about what people are, about what they represent. And this can have all types of consequences, because if you don't understand the other person's point of view, it's so much harder to close a sale. It's so much harder to design a product. It's so much harder to survive as a startup, right? So the topic of preconceived notions is really important because you need to always keep an open mind, especially when co-founding a startup or just being an entrepreneur in general. The topic that your preconceived notions are pretty much blind sides. You have to always keep learning. You have to always keep reinventing yourself because the panorama, the landscape, it's constantly changing, right? So I think that the topic of always being reinventing yourself, always being learning new things and learning new perspectives, also not just theory or content, but also the points of views from other people. It's very, very important, and it just made me think of that. It made me think about how when we blindside ourselves, we lose opportunities, because we don't understand certain perspectives, and because of that, it's going to have consequences on the way that we design our products and the way that we engage with our audiences, and in a lot more of ways. So always keep this in mind. Never have preconceived notions, and always have almost like a Zen mind, a beginner's mind. It's like you have experience, but you're constantly hitting the reset button and learning new things, and always reinventing yourself. See you guys.